Walther Arms is one of the most popular firearms manufacturers in the world. They have been making firearms since 1886 and have an extensive history of producing high-quality guns. Walther has produced several firearms, including rifles, shotguns, but their bread and butter have always been handguns. They've created a wide variety of pistols, from military and police platforms to specialized Olympic firearms. In this video, we listed the top 5 best Walther pistols of all time. But before we jump into the video, I would like to encourage you to leave a comment. It will increase my channel's visibility on YouTube. You can write whatever you want, a dot, slash, dash, or simply leave a tactical comment. Thanks in advance. Now, back to the video. Number 5 is the Walther PPS. The original version of the Walther Police Pistol Slim, introduced in 2007, was considered by many to be a modern, striker-fired version of the Walther PPK. While the PPK was a groundbreaking compact pistol in its time, current technology makes the heavy, all-metal frame, double, single-action PPK hopelessly dated. So, the PPS's polymer frame and striker-fired operation served as welcome advancements in Walther's line. It's based on the proven Walther P99 design, specially adapted for concealed carry. Walther PPS is a short, recoil-operated, locked breech pistol that uses modified Browning-type locking with a tilting barrel. PPS pistols have several features that are not found in Walther's other striker-fired pistols, like a cocking indicator on the rear of the slide and a chamber viewport. The user can easily determine the status of the pistol at a glance without resorting to performing a press check or other manipulation. Also, contrary to the PPK, the PPS is available in either 9x19 Parabellum or 40 Smith & Wesson. 2 generations of this pistol have seen production. The PPS is well designed for concealed carry. It is large enough to shoot accurately, but small and thin enough to be easily concealed. Number 4 is the Walther P99. The Walther has been manufacturing polymer pistols for almost 30 years. It all began with the P99. It has been designed as a cop gun by Horst Wesp, a former employee of Glock. It was aimed in part at the German police market to replace aging Sig Sauer P225s, Walther P5s, and H&K P7s. The Walther P99 combines some of the features of its then direct competitors who were also using polymer. It has also been designed to be less expensive to produce than Walther's earlier innovative but arguably over-engineered designs. With the P99, Walther introduced for the first time a detail that today seems indispensable for polymer pistols: interchangeable backstraps in different sizes. While the P99 was and has been enormously successful with military and law enforcement units all over the world, it has been noticeably less popular in the United States. Number 3 is the Walther GSP. The GSP is a classic target pistol that has been used by Olympic shooters for decades. The Walther GSP is known for its reliable performance and precision. It's a popular choice for the various 25-meter pistol shooting events governed by the International Shooting Sports Federation. This small-caliber sport pistol continued the success of the similarly designed Walther OSP, which had been on the market since 1961. The GSP, chambered for .22 long rifle, was introduced on the world market in 1968. At the end of 1971, Walther began offering the pistol in .32 S&W. Regardless of its original caliber, conversion units for the other caliber are available and easily interchangeable. The GSP is still produced to this day and is probably the most widely used small-caliber match pistol in the world. Number 2 is the Walther P38. As the 1930s arrived, much of the world was in a massive economic depression. Germany, which was already in a violent political turmoil, fell into economic collapse in mid-1931. At the same time, the Wehrmacht quietly began a campaign to rearm the country. Among its tasks was to replace the relatively fragile and expensive to manufacture P08 Luger with a more modern and easy-to-manufacture design. As Walther had recently gained a contract to supply German police with its PP and PPK pistols, it stood to reason that the company would be in the competition for a new service pistol. In its first submission, Walther came up with the model MP, which was a larger version of the PP chambered in 9 by 19 mm parabellum. However, the cartridge was too powerful for a blowback-operated pistol, and the Army sent Walther back to the drawing boards. Walther then tried a variation of a Hungarian KD Danuvia pistol, calling it the AP. The Army liked the design, but wanted an exposed hammer so that a soldier would have the option of manually cocking the pistol. Walther redesigned the AP to include an external hammer, along with some changes to the safety/decock mechanisms, renaming that iteration the Walther HP and producing 3 more for testing. Though accepted in 1938, it wasn't until 1939 that those 3 prototypes were furnished to the German Army. Mass production commenced in mid-1940, just as Germany was in rapid expansion of its war-making machine, and the pistol was given the name P38. One cannot help but wonder whether the designers at Walther knew that the P38's design would be a seminal moment in the evolution of modern service pistols. The P38 is notable for pioneering the double-action mechanism in automatic pistols. Comparable single-action designs of that time were not safe to carry with a round in the chamber for fear of an accidental discharge if the gun was dropped. Furthermore, it also featured a loaded chamber indicator. In its time, it was an outstanding design. The operator of a Walther P38 could chamber a round, use a decocking lever to safely lower the hammer without firing the round, and carry the weapon loaded. This feature is found in many modern pistols. In 1963, West Germany adopted the Walther P1, which was based on the earlier P38 and was produced to the year 2000. Overall, 1 million P38 pistols were made during the Second World War. Number 1 is the Walther PPK. The Walther Polizei Pistola was released in 1929 and was designed for police use. The Walther PPK, released the following year, is the most popular variant in the Walther PP series. The handgun was primarily chambered in .32 ACP, but it's notable for being the first pocket automatic pistol to be chambered in a relatively strong caliber, the .380 ACP. The PPK is a light and handy design. Essentially, it's a scaled-down version of the PP, which makes it more concealable and ideal for undercover work. Compared to the Walther PP, it has a shorter grip, barrel, frame, and reduced magazine capacity from 8 to 7 .32 ACP rounds. It has a double-action trigger and frame-mounted manual safety, which makes it safer to carry than other comparable designs. The manual safety acts also as a decocker. Another innovation is the provision of a signal pin above the hammer, which protrudes when a round is actually in the chamber, but this feature was omitted from wartime production. Although intended as civilian police weapons, both the PP and the PPK were adopted as military police weapons, and after 1939, both were kept in production for service use. Both models were widely used by the Luftwaffe aircrew and were widely used by the many German staff officers as personal weapons. From 1935 until the end of the war, German Army bought over 150,000 PPs and PPKs. Interestingly, in 1945, in the final moments of World War II, Adolf Hitler used his PPK chambered in .32 ACP to commit suicide in his bunker in Berlin. Also, the Walther PPK pistol is famous as a fictional secret agent James Bond's gun in many of the films and novels. Ian Fleming's choice of the Walther PPK directly influenced its popularity and its notoriety. To this day, the PPK is still in production. Civilians and police agents all carried this weapon when a full-size pistol wasn't appropriate. Few guns have withstood the test of time like the Walther PPK. The timeless design and superior engineering make the PPK a true legend among firearms. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you next time.